Hey, welcome back to another episode of Instant Ramen Podcast. I'm your host, Juan. As always, my co-host here with me. Hey, Trip.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good, man. Good. It's been a nice long weekend at work. We're moving in all the students. It's been great, actually. My days have been, a little bit, it feels like it's longer, but it also feels like it's shorter in some sense. So right now I'm still riding off that energy. I'm still tired, but hey man, I've been working all day. I'll keep working now.
When's your next day off?
It's going to be Tuesday, so I'm okay with that.
Nice.
Just gotta work a day. And
I feel it.
Yeah, what have you been up to?
Well, I got a job.
Shit.
Yeah, so we have a week left in summer vacation, and I got a job.
Seems about right. That's how you like to do it, right?
Yeah, so a buddy of mine, he's working with some production company around town, and it's like one of those flip shows.
Yeah.
And he's going on a break or a planned trip that he had for a while, and they needed a replacement or a temporary. So
sure.
I got interviewed, whatever, showed my resume, and the lady was super sweet. She was like, "Hey, have you ever had any experiences as a PA or in any capacity?" And I was like, "No, never, not at all. All I've ever done is shot stuff, edited stuff, and then ran a taco truck."
Right, yeah.
And she's like, "Cool, I'm gonna call your references." And I guess it worked out because I got the job and I start Monday.
Hell yeah, dude.
And after Monday, I go back to school. I'm super stoked because I'm kind of fucking bored.
Are you bored?
Well, you can only watch so much anime and
That's true.
and lay around and stuff. And I think it's true. If you have all the time in the world, it's great. And then you realize you have all the time in the world. And then you're like, wow, I really want something to do.
Yeah, when I didn't have a job, I kind of made myself a faux schedule of just things that I wanted to do and accomplish and just take care of. Yeah,
for sure. But then after a while,
there are still points. Yeah,
you're like, God, this is kind of it's fucking Wednesday.
Yeah,
fuck. It's not even close to Game of Thrones.
Right?
Yeah. No, so that's it. I mean, I got a job. I'm pretty stoked for that. Today's the first preseason game for the Chargers, so I'm wearing my jersey.
Yeah.
They're playing Seahawks. Hopefully they win. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's preseason, but I like to see the team do good.
Sure, man. Football's back.
Yeah, football's back. Game of Thrones is still going on. Rick and Morty's going on.
Yeah.
I was listening to last week's episode, and I said all those same things, and then I said Batman's coming back. What the fuck was I talking about?
Kyle, you fucking moron.
That's what I was talking about.
Wow.
I was like, what Batman is coming back? And then you were like, yeah, and then we started talking about Lego Batman, so I was so lost.
Well, because I watched Lego Batman.
Yeah. And I was so confused, what? I was listening to my podcast, I was like, what the fuck am I talking about?
Batman.
Yeah, Batman. Yeah, Kyle's back.
Did I ever tell you that Josh, since he, my roommate, he works at an after-school program, manages all of them in Chico. There's a family, and their last name is the Batmans.
Yeah.
It's not Botman, it's Batman.
Batman.
Yeah.
Did they change it to that?
I think it was supposed to be Botman, and they just say Batman.
No, they're the Batmans.
They're the fucking Batmans, dog.
I'm Betty Batman.
Kick ass.
That's dope. I like my last name. I don't think I'd change it to Batman, though.
No, I'm cool with mine.
Spider-Man, though.
Yeah. Juan Spider-Man?
Fuck yeah. I got put in an email for work, and my first name's Jose, right?
Yeah.
So my middle name is Juan.
Yeah.
The lady I was working with all day comes up to me and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." Because the person who sends the emails is from LA, and she goes "I'm so sorry. I thought she was racist, and then I realized that your name isn't just Juan, it's Jose Juan." I was just she's like, because I saw the email and she was like, "Oh my god," she just assumed his name was Jose. I was like, no, she's right, it is. But it was pretty funny. I love that. Except I don't know if I told this, I got sent to collections.
You did?
Yeah, I got sent to collections for $64.
Yeah.
And it's under the name Jose Uriarte, and it's just great, that's me, myself, and my brother. So we all had me, my brother, and my dad. Yeah. So we had to sit down together and be like, whose is this? Is this you? It is me. And since we couldn't figure out who it is, we all all right, everybody put in $24 or $22 and we'll just pay this.
What was it for?
Some lab work. It was lab work, but we all been to the doctor within the last year, so it's this could be any of us. Huh. And we're just there's probably a way to figure it out, but we're it's cool, just
whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, we figured that out. All right, Trip, anything new with you?
Well, on the topic of slightly racist things.
Okay, yeah. The slightly racist show.
Okay, so check it out. I don't know what's gotten into my boss lately. Fucking no idea. She's been fine for a long time. She's a fucking little old lady who manages apartments.
How low?
That's pretty fucking small, dude.
5 feet?
Yeah.
Less than 5 feet?
It's around 5 feet.
Can I throw her?
Yes.
Oh, I want to meet her.
So she for some reason has been like fucking going hard on all this like slightly racist things, which
hard on slight racism. Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so check it out. There was this family. There was a weird situation where I guess it wasn't a family at this point, but the residents were moving from one apartment to another, and in doing so, they needed to pay rent on both apartments because they still had a lease with the other place. They didn't just leave it anyways. So the mom got involved. She came in. She was helping them clean the place out and everything. She's like, okay, you can't double dip. They can't be paying for both places at once. And my manager described that as she was using Ebonics, saying that she double dipped. I'm like, that's not Ebonics. That's goddamn normal shit. Like, I understand where she's coming from with not knowing what it is, but that does not mean it's Ebonics just because the lady's black. Like, are you kidding me?
I would describe that as slight racism. Like,
I would definitely.
Like, it's more like she's kind of ignorant. She's like, oh.
Right, exactly. So she doesn't know that she's being racist, but she's being fucking racist. Yeah. And then she comes in with like, because the woman was very in your face. That was her whole attitude. She's like, no, you cannot have my son pay for this, like that. And she was like pretty aggressive about it. So this is where my manager decides to bring race into it. She's like, big black lady trying to intimidate little white lady. And it's like, yo, you could have just said big lady, little lady. That's fine. Because like you are little and like she was big. Yeah, it was very like, whoa, hey.
What is our country coming to? Fucking there's assholes out there.
There's a lot of shit going on right now. It's all fucked up.
Your fucking bosses out there calling people big and black.
She's been like just saying weird shit like nonstop. Like I think it was yesterday she said like speaking Mexican, and just because she meant Spanish. She wasn't trying to be racist, but like she said speaking Mexican, and Leander was like, I'm texting Josh right now. I'm texting my roommate because he's been in on it, been like, that's just racist. And we're like, we know it's fucked up. But it's like she's not being bad. Yeah, she's just she's old. Yeah, she grew up around those times, and we're like, okay, that's not okay. And all these situations, it's like it's not okay. And just like here and there, it's just like you didn't need to mention race at all. Like you just said that person was black. Like who gives a shit what race they were?
It's more like she's being kind of a bitch. It's like this big bitch of a lady is being mean to this little.
Exactly, that's all it is. And like fucking. There was some other situation, I guess, previously where there were residents and they were having a friend over who would stay there and he shouldn't have been there because he wasn't on the lease. And he would always go around like putting his cigarettes out places that, you're not supposed to just litter. So she decides to be like, they had this black friend who went around. It's like, who cares what race? Why are you doing that? Oh, man, it's just weird. Like, I hate it because I'm like, you wouldn't learn. Like, you can't just be like, hey, just stop saying like what race people are. It's just like,
before you say whatever color is gonna, just remove that.
Just get rid of it. Who gives a shit?
This guy, this friend of theirs. You know what it is? It's not. I mean, there's no real justification for racism. I guess it's like it's not good, it's bad, or whatever. But there are people who are old and they're just stuck in their ways. Yeah, it's fine. They're gonna die soon. Like,
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to be fucking horrible.
No, I'll say no. Fuck that. Fuck that. Because I was at the gym once, and there's this fucking racist-ass couple talking about, like, all these Mexicans taking their jobs. And I'm, like, watching them while they're, like... Because I'm waiting to use the machine after them. And, like, one of them notices me, and the other one just keeps going. And the guy's just like, no, come on, man. Like, knock it off. And I'm just like, it's fine. It's fine. You'll be dead soon. Like, it's okay. We don't need this shit. You're not going to
you'll be dead. Other people will replace you. They're going to be cool. Yeah. They realize that people are just people.
As a society,
but also,
we'll move on.
What those dudes have made, like, a fucking taco truck, like, I'm sorry, but... There are a lot of different kinds of food, and there are a lot of different kinds of services that people aren't, like, always willing to do. I don't know. It's just like, let other cultures bring something to yours.
That's the part. Like, people love to talk shit about stuff. Like, oh, I hate this stuff. Like, you'll go and like appreciate other, the good parts of things. Like, oh my god, exactly. People be like, they don't like Asian people, but they love sushi or whatever. It's just like,
well, that's pretty fucked up, right?
It's like
you wouldn't be able to love that thing you love without the people that you hate.
America's like a melting pot, you know.
Well, that's what I thought was so funny about this whole this racist ass situation in Charlotte.
Yeah.
So they went around with tiki torches, like
yeah.
Polynesian made tiki torches.
Yeah, they have their little polos on. They're like, you know what, guys? You know what really make a statement? We go to the fucking Home Depot. We buy all their tiki torches that are probably made in China. Like, you know?
Yeah, probably.
We walk around and we scare a bunch of people.
It's just so fucking dumb. Like,
no, fuck them. I mean, I love the governor. I think it's Georgia, right? Yeah, that's where they're at. The governor of Georgia was
is it Ohio?
I don't know. I just saw a video and he was just like, I didn't listen to it, but I was reading the subtitles. And he was just like, "Hey, man, I want to tell people in Charleston that showed up with the torches. I just want one thing to tell you." He's like, "Just go home." Like, really? Like, just go home. You know, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, we're not all about that kind of stuff. Like,
nah, it was really fucked up.
Yeah.
Everyone, that was just a bad time. So, let's not talk about the bad things anymore.
Let's talk about the good things. Yeah. Anime!
Well, anime shit, yeah. So, this week I haven't been watching a whole lot, but finally got Leandra to watch an episode of My Hero with me, and then we had to stop it to go get sushi.
You had sushi without me?
Yeah, I did. It wasn't my choice.
Where'd you get it from?
Big Tuna.
I love that.
I know you do. I know.
Don't talk to me.
Listen, my dude, it's okay. You would have hated it. We had to sit by each other in a house.
Yeah, I hate sitting next to Leandra.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
I'm kind of worried about what happens when we start Pathfinder again. Who do I sit next to?
I don't know, man.
You?
Henry?
I don't know if Henry's playing with us. I'm gonna sit Henry down and be like, give him a good old dad talk. Like, hey, man, don't you fuck this up for us.
Yeah, Kyle said he wants to be a try-hard, kind of like edgy guy who like always flicks his nose and is like, I'm like, I'm so good. And like,
I'm gonna love him. Does he know what race he is yet?
I don't know.
Because that's all we care about here: racism.
Shit, Doug. I mean, what if he's a dwarf?
That's fine. I don't think I have a problem with any other races.
What if he's something special that you can't be?
Fuck him! How dare he?
All right, there we go. Yeah.
All those special people get the fuck out.
But in terms of anime, what I've been watching, not a whole lot, honestly. I really, really am enjoying Made in Abyss and Princess Principal.
Fuck, I still have not caught up.
Listen, man, I'm telling you right now, watch Princess Principal. This latest episode, pretty much the whole thing was just a super kick-ass fight scene between spies and ninjas.
Ninjas.
It was fucking cool. So it's like, it's got this whole foreign relation thing. Because
ninjas.
The first episode of Princess Principal is just a case that they're working on. And then all the episodes after that are how they met. So it tells you how the princess came into it. And then it tells you about her like assistant, best friend, little girl, who winds up being super fucking cool in terms of like spy things. No, okay. And yeah, we get to learn about all these different characters as it's going on, and then we get to the ninja girl, and
I'm assuming she's in the ninja episode.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil like all their stories or anything like that, but essentially we're getting Japan and Britain.
They're supposed to be European, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, good, all right.
They meet up and they're doing some like different relations and whatnot. And there's like a really bad assassin who wants to eliminate these leaders. So the spies are there to like protect as much as they can and make sure that everyone's cool and maybe kill this guy, hopefully. And shit goes fucking crazy. It's really fucking rad. There's this part where the ninja girl, like, they don't quite trust each other. Angie, the main character, and the ninja girl don't trust each other that much. But they have to work together. They're cool with it. They're like, all right, we'll work together. We're tight. And there's a train that they have to get to. They're riding on top of one train. There's another train far in the distance. So they do the fucking cool shit where they activate that like gravity ball or whatever. And they like start charging. They activate it at the last second. They just like lock arms and go flying. And they're just fucking launched. And this ninja girl, she's never done anything like this. She doesn't know anything about it. And she just fucking goes with it. And she's adapting to it. She's a goddamn ninja. It's fucking cool. She's fighting with her sword against all these people with guns. And it was so rad, the fight scenes.
I'm glad you
check out that episode. You're gonna have fun. Made in Abyss. I haven't seen the latest episode, but the last one was nice and dark. Had some really interesting themes going on, and we're about to meet a new major character. Actually, I don't know if it's a major character, but they hold a large point in the plot.
Okay.
In terms of like the background between the mother.
Cool.
So very excited.
I've been watching. I caught up all of Convenience Store Boyfriend.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't look good. Like, it's not a great animation style.
Sure.
But I still kind of like the show. It's a cutesy thing to watch. I've also caught up with all of Welcome to the Ballroom.
Yeah.
which I love the animation style. I think it's fucking gorgeous. It's getting really intense. We actually see the main character finally like get his chance to like perform, and he does it because another guy gets hurt, and so he's taking his spot, and the other guy sees him and he just gets instantly outraged, and then he does the most after that, like he does the most amazing tango to the point where he passes out. It's fucking gorgeous. He's just like he's like, and people in the audience are like, oh my god, like they're like noticing how intense he is. He's like, yeah, like kicking his leg up in the air, and he's like, there's like a scene where he steps and like a shockwave goes through his leg because his knees hurt. He's just like grits his teeth. He's like, it's like super intense. It's crazy.
That's hella funny.
The main character finally like he's got a new partner. Like he's been partnered up with the person for the first time.
Yeah,
he's learning what it's like to, because for the longest time he's just been shadowing dancing, like pretending there's someone there. So now he's learning to dance with someone else for real. So caught up with that. Really like it. Also kept watching Classroom of the Elite. After the second episode, I was like honestly not convinced anymore. I was just like, yeah, this show, like the premise is cool enough, but I won't watch it.
Sure.
And then she was like, no, keep watching it. Watch episode 3. Oh my god, the end of the episode 3, I was like, could not stop smiling. I was like, this is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like, it just like picked up so much. Like a character who from the very beginning we just thought like is this amazing person. We see her true colors and it's terrifying. And then like, oh my god, it's so dark. I was like, oh god, this is
good.
Yeah, I was like, oh my, I gotta keep watching that.
Good.
I kept watching that Reload Blast show.
Yes,
super fun, bunch of killing people. I like that. My Hero, watched the new original one. It was fun. And then, like nothing really happens, but we get to see like
sure, man. But there's some Sue action in there, so that's what's good.
We started the Boruto
second season or second half of the season or whatever.
Arc, it's the arc with focusing on Sasuke and Sakura's daughter and her wanting to find her dad, and it's really it's good. Like, and I can instantly tell it's better than the first arc because it's based off the manga. Yeah, like there's actually a manga for it. So like I know there's like where everything's going. And I like Boruto from the first arc, but I could tell like a lot of this is filler stuff. A lot of the stuff is just like kind of Yeah. So, but I'm liking everything I'm watching. I think that's all I've seen besides All Homework. I've been watching a lot, I guess.
That is a lot.
Yeah, I just want to catch. But there's still other shows I want to catch up on. I want to watch Made in Abyss. I want to watch that Circle show. Remember, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Magical Circle Guru.
Yeah, I really want to catch up with that one. There's other things, but I'm trying to keep on top of everything. School's starting, so I got to start, being more like choosy with like when I watch stuff and how I watch
feel
it.
you for sure. Cool. So. Other than anime news, here's some fan news. Okay. So, I don't know how this happened, but I'm very okay with it. We got an email from Cindy, who is our friend Cash's mom. Okay. And she just said, hey, Chris, because she, knows me more than she knows you. I don't think you've actually met.
I met her once.
Okay.
Cash's wedding.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Gotcha.
She's a nice lady.
Yeah, she was a nice lady. So she just said, I didn't know you were doing this. My niece does lots of voices for anime, which is true. I heard that forever ago. It may not be your type, though. Her name is Kate Oxley. And then she said, miss you, Cindy. So I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Who's Kate Oxley?
And then I know from a long time ago, the only voice that I knew she did was Peach Girl, which was a show that I had never seen. And then I proceeded to look and see what else she's done. And she's been in a lot of shit, dude. She's been around for a long time. The first thing she did was in Dragon Ball Curse of the Blood Rubies, which she was just the voice of Pasta, which I don't know anything about that.
It's a bowl of pasta, duh.
It could be, yeah. And then she continued on to do some Detective Conan. She's been in One Piece, Sergeant Frog. She's been in Mushishi. Shinchan. She was the voice of Kimiko Sakurazuka in Ouran High School Host Club, so one of the girls. Oh, which is pretty rad. And then she's done Evangelion, some more One Piece, D-Man, Soul Eater. She was Eruka Frog.
Okay. I'm assuming that's one of the witches.
Probably. Yeah. She was in 20 episodes, so.
Yeah, it's one of the witches. Okay, cool. She's a little frog witch.
Cool.
I think she was eaten, which is pretty sad.
It's pretty fucked up. She was Catherine L. Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Nice. That's one of the Armstrong sisters. Yeah. She's fucking badass.
Yeah. Yeah. So she got to do that voice. She was the voice of a woman in Wolf Children, Mrs. Doi. She was in an episode of Space Dandy. She's done Psycho-Pass as Akane Tsunemori. And, she's been in Shin Godzilla as well, which is the most recent Godzilla movie.
You know
that's fucking crazy, though, right?
This is a person that we kind of know, maybe. This is Cash's cousin.
Yeah.
It'd be dope. We should see if we can hit her up and talk to her about what it's like being a voice actor.
Yeah, like maybe off the show, maybe on it, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, it'd be super cool. Yeah, we should try to do something like that. I mean,
yeah, that'd be really, really cool.
That's awesome. That's great. I wish I knew people who were in the anime industry.
Yeah, well, now you kind of do.
But I don't.
What? You kind of look at that phone.
I know Cash's mom.
Well, there you go. That's pretty much the same.
I met her once. Doesn't mean I know her cousin.
Well, I met the grandma, so
yeah, and the grandma had the aunt that had the baby. That's the cousin. Yeah, her.
There we go.
You know the source code.
Pretty much best friends.
Okay, cool, man. Any news? You got to go to news because that's pretty awesome.
Yo, check it out. News. There are some good things happening this week. First off, the production department of Studio Ghibli reopened to begin work on Miyazaki's new film, which is pretty rad.
Cool.
Super excited about whatever's going to happen there, since it's probably his last movie for real this time.
Wait, you planning on killing him or something? He's going to live to be like a billion.
We're all planning on killing him.
No, he's going to live to be a billion.
All right, billion-year-old. Let's do it. Next up, A Silent Voice is going to premiere in the U.S. on October 20th. I'm so excited about that.
That's so soon. It's like 2 months or something like that.
That's correct, Juan.
Yeah, we should watch that.
Let's do that, Juan.
I'm stoked.
I'm really excited. It's going to be
Did we have a chance to watch that?
We haven't. No, it's U.S. premieres.
No, I'm saying it wasn't like they didn't do that in like an anime expo last year, the year before that.
Oh yeah, there was an opportunity, but it wasn't like
Okay, but we missed it.
Yeah,
I guess it was.
It wasn't like we missed it. It was like there was no way we could fucking see it even if we wanted to.
Yeah,
one of those situations.
Like worse than Your Name.
No.
Level?
Yeah, it was a little bit. I think it was probably better. Because it's been out for longer in Japan, so people have seen it.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see this. I really want to see this. I've seen like clips of it online. People
it looks so good.
People always post like, "What anime is this?" I'm like, "Yeah." What anime is this? And I scroll through it, and it's like, what Silent Voice. I'm like, fuck, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, and we should see it. I want to see it. Let's see it. Next up, Owarimonogatari is going to be season 2 at least is going to be released. No, it already has been released on Crunchyroll. It got released yesterday.
Cool.
Got this news a couple days ago.
Is that the Toothbrush anime?
Yeah, it's Toothbrush anime.
Nice.
Yeah. So the second season came out August 12th, yesterday. And they have multiple seasons of all the Monogatari on Crunchyroll, but people are suggesting watching one with a K before you watch this one. I don't remember what it is. It might be Kizumonogatari.
Yeah.
But I don't remember for sure. Anyways, Kimi no Suizou Dude, damn, this is fucking hard. Kimi no Suizou Tabetai.
Yeah, you nailed it.
First try. Is an anime about terminal cancer, and it's going to air in 2018. I thought that was fucking crazy.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
I'm first. Well, I mean, we watch fucking everything.
I'm saying, that's
I hope it's going to be good. Yeah, that's going to be like a really sensitive subject for a lot of people, I think. And we have different variations of that kind of stuff in the U.S. Like, that's what Breaking Bad was.
Yeah.
So,
do we know anything about the show at all? Is it like a fantastical version of what cancer is, or it's like a real?
I think it's going to be pretty real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anime loves to do like, hey, this guy got this thing, and let's do a wacky thing or whatever. Sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't know, because I think it's more going to be along the lines of Erased, where there might be some magic shit going on.
Okay.
But it's so mild that like still fucked up shit's happening in the real world.
Speaking of the body, because we're talking about the body, did you ever see that thing DJ posted about like? There's like this red blood cell and white blood cell, and they're like, it's an anime about like inside the human body.
Yeah, he talked about that.
Yeah, I wanted to look into that. I cannot for the life of me find it. I think it's just a manga right now.
Okay,
but I was thinking like, is it gonna be like that? Like, there's gonna be cancer cells they're finding? But no, it's not like Osmosis Jones.
No, it's not gonna be Osmosis Jones, the anime.
That sucks.
This is a shame, but whatever.
Whatever.
No Game No Life movie is going to premiere this fall in the U.S. Boo! No date on that yet, but we're all very excited.
I don't give a fuck.
You're very mean to everyone you like.
I'll watch it.
So I'm really excited about this. And Leandra and I, we talk about No Game, No Life here and there. Because there's always kinds of news and whatnot popping up about it lately. And her birthday's coming up. And she mentioned that she was maybe going to get the figure that she's wanted for a long time from her boyfriend, because he mentioned, like, maybe he would get it for her. And she's like, no, don't get that. Like, come on. No. I had already gotten it, right? So I bought it, like, over a month ago for her. She was like, don't get that. Yeah, it doesn't matter. This is a story. Listen.
Okay, sorry.
Listen. Don't anticipate. Listen. Sorry. So anyways, she was like, no, don't get that. It's too much money. You don't need to spend money on that. But that's like a challenge to people like me. Yeah. I'm like, you just told me it was too much money. I was already thinking about getting it. I'm definitely getting it now.
You shouldn't get me an Xbox for my birthday.
I definitely won't.
It's too expensive. You can't afford it.
You don't want an Xbox.
I don't want an Xbox.
Yeah. Like, I know you. There are lots of different reasons that you get things. So anyways, I'd gotten this for Leandra a while ago when we were at Anime Expo. I looked it up online because we saw it in person. She got really excited and was like, oh my god, I should have bought that. Like, I regret not buying it.
Which one is it?
It's a figure of Shiro, the girl, and a bunch of small figures of the other characters around her, and Shiro's standing on this like checkered chess platform, yeah, like holding like a world.
Sounds cool.
In her hand. Yeah, it's really fucking cool. So I bought that for her, and then she told me that her boyfriend might be getting it, and I was like, I don't know what to do right now. But luckily she came over last night. So I was like, hey, I kind of have to give you your birthday present early. Yeah. So it's not wrapped or anything. Like, I didn't have any time to prepare. Yeah. She came over right after. And I was like, here. And she's like, no, that's fucked up. Don't give me my present. I'm like, I have to.
Like, it's for the good of mankind.
Yeah. Have to. And I'm like, all right, so now you know I have to. And she's like, yeah, I understand why you had to. But it worked out. It looks fucking awesome. It's like one of the best figures I've ever seen.
It worked out for you. It didn't work out for the boyfriend. He's got to figure out what to get her now.
Yeah, but he didn't waste money and doesn't have to return anything. I bought this a month ago. He fucking slacked. He didn't get it a month ago. He hasn't bought it yet.
Well, you know what? I got her the same fucking figurine. What am I supposed to do?
Give it to me.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, I would be stoked to get it. Are you kidding me?
All right, cool. Fucking challenge, dog. You challenging me, bro?
I'm always challenging you. Next up, Your Name is going to go on sale for pre-order on Funimation, and they're giving away a free signed Shikishi as of August 15th, so that's going to be like the day after we post this episode.
This is a really good movie. Like, I'd be so down to buy this one.
I'm pretty stoked about it. Yeah. This is going to be rad.
Cool. All right, what's next?
Sword Art Online teases new announcements in October, so we don't know what it is yet. But there have been things lately where they make teasers for teasers, and people love that shit. I don't get it, but whatever. So anyways, there's going to be a teaser for some teasers.
What do you think it's going to be?
I don't know, some like jetpack or something, probably. Or like a live functioning robot version of
what's the ball thing? The balls that fall down like it's a machine, like a game.
Oh, pachinko machine? Dude, I mean, it probably fucking will be. Because they're not like, Sword Art Online anime announcements or like game announcements. It's like just blank. So it's like,
Sword Art Online pachinko machine.
Here's some postcards. Like something really shitty. Anyways, yeah, that's going to happen. Next up, Attack on Titan is going to bundle 3 new OVAs with the new manga volumes, number 24 through 26. So that's pretty exciting for people that enjoy buying things and watching things, which is a lot of people. It's pretty dope. All good news this week, I feel like. Yeah, it's pretty positive. So I'm excited about all this. Except for like the terminal cancer one. No, that's like good. Negative, but it's great.
That's still good news. It's like,
it's really good news. I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's an important topic to explore, and I think that anime could do wonders for it.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, we just recently got an anime about depression. That's fucking cool. Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't give like anime could handle a story like that. I wouldn't give this like Nickelodeon, like, here, make a cartoon about terminal cancer.
No,
Nick would be like,
sorry, PBS did that. Have you seen Caillou?
He's not sick, is he?
No.
Okay, he's just bald.
Yeah.
How old is that fucker? Doesn't grow any hair.
He's like 200. I don't know, man.
All right, man. Well, that's news. Let's get into this week's topic, which is homework.
Homework? Yeah.
You gave me, let me see if I can fuck. I'm not going to fuck this up. Dagashi Kashi feel.
Dude.
Ooh.
Kind of.
Oh, is it wrong?
Feel is the studio.
Dagashi Kashi. By feel. Well, it's lowercase and like a little hyphen, so it's like, it's together.
That's
you fucked up, dog.
I didn't fuck. There's a space in between that hyphen.
Guys, there's no space there.
There's a space. You'll see it on the episode.
Okay. The other shows that feels done as, I guess, let's see if I can do this. Tetsuki Gari Kiri.
This is the show you like.
Oh, is that the show I like? Did you break it up so I could pronounce it right?
No.
Oh, how do you pronounce that?
Tsuki ga Kire.
I love that show. That show's fucking great.
Yeah.
And then My Teen Romantic Comedy SNAFU 2.
No, you fucked that one up too.
What are you talking about?
That one is Mayutin.
Oh, God. Anyways, so Phil does a bunch of, I guess, feely bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much everything is like really emotional, kind of, yeah.
But surprisingly enough, okay, well, let's get into it. I'm going to talk about the show.
Dagashi fucking Kashi. Now, last week in news, we found out that they were releasing a second season, and I liked the idea of the plot of the show. I had never seen it before. I found out about it the day that we were recording, that we had to decide each other's homework, and I was like, time to check this shit out so we can talk about it when it comes out later. Yeah, so Dagashi, which I learned, is Dagashi's like kind of like penny snacks or penny candies, like United States, you know? Yeah. So this guy, his family owns a tiny Dagashi shop, you know? It's like the size of like a small room.
Yeah, and his dad wants him to take it over, and the son doesn't want to. Son wants to be a manga artist, which is fine. It's all our dream. I want to be a manga artist. You want to be a manga artist. I wish I could be a
manga artist.
I wish I could be an artist.
Really, I just want to draw the boxes.
Wish I could be a manga. Anyways, point is, the kid doesn't want to do it. And then this kind of crazy chick shows up one day. Yep. And she is from this like chocolate company. She is like the heir of the chocolate company, like the great granddaughter or something.
That's correct.
She's like, hey, she wants the dad, whose his name is Yo, which is a great name.
Hey, Yo.
Yeah, he's like, he wants Yo to do something for her, and I think it's what, like you said, like be in charge of some part of.
It's just like she wants him to be a major part of the company,
and he's just like, no, I can't do it because who's going to take care of the Dagashi store that's been in like the family forever? I need my son to take it over. He doesn't want to. And the girl's like, well, okay, here's the deal. I'll make him take it over, and then you'll agree to work with us. And he's just like, yeah, deal. And so that just kind of bounces and essentially leaves his son there to work at the Dagashi shop. I'm assuming it's summer break because like they don't really go to school. Okay, cool. So yeah, and then fucking bunch of wacky shit ensues. Like that's essentially the show. Their girl is like super sexy. Like she's got like a ridiculously large chest, a nice butt. She's dressed in like this really how would you describe the way she dressed? Like kind of like a preppy.
It's like a schoolmaid.
Yeah, schoolmaid, right? And it's like what I noticed is that the schoolmaid outfit changes. It's not like always the same outfit. It's similar. It's always kind of like a blouse with some sort of like bottoms that's black, but her shoes will change. Sometimes she has suspenders, sometimes she's not. Her hair will change every now and then, which I kind of like. I like when characters change.
The show has a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So every episode kind of revolves around the introduction of two forms of snacks. Yes. And it's broken up into like first half, second half. And the snack also comes along with some sort of history lesson. Yep.
You can learn about how it was made, which growing up, I used to watch a lot of Unwrapped, which is a show where they tell you about how candy and different like sweets and treats and stuff are made. It like breaks it down. It's like how it's made, but specifically for candy or fast food or whatever it is. Like they'll have an episode on White Castle and then they'll do another one on Twizzlers.
Who was this on?
And like it was on Food Network, and it's Mark Summers from goddamn Double Dare.
Wow, I did not know this show existed. That sounds awesome.
Listen, man, it was my life. Anyways, so this was kind of nostalgic for me in that sense, but it's about Japanese foods and candies and snacks, so I don't know shit about that.
Yeah. So the things I liked about the show were kind of any moments. Sometimes they were like, they just felt like commercials for the snacks. Sure. But there were moments when like, she went to like a fantastical world and the snacks would come alive and they had funny faces, and it kind of felt like a funny cutaway scene, like kind of like Family Guy-esque, but with like anime influences. It kind of felt like a I don't know, what show would you describe it as? It's just kind of wacky shit that's going on, but all in your head, you know?
I mean, it's like a very slice of life style, like imagination scene.
Yeah, like one.
See it in Nichijou. See it in Daily Lives of High School Boys.
Like one of them was my favorite one was this little circular candy that you put in your mouth and you can make whistle. And the girl was talking about how it took so long for people to realize it could whistle, and so in the bubble, you see the little circle guy like sucking air in, and like no whistle comes out, and other candies come and tease him, and then like candy girls come and he runs away. It's raining. He sees his like older senpai, which is essentially the same candy but in gum form. He's like, hey, don't worry about it. You know, if you're meant to whistle one day, you'll whistle. And then he learns how to whistle. Yeah. It was like super fun, yeah.
It was pretty funny, yeah. They had really cool designs, or at least I thought they were cool, like really innovative for the different candy people. Yeah. So that was fun.
Specifically, really fun. I was so mad, like how how simple and awesome it was. Like the candy girls were just like big old candy heads, and their pigtails were like the wrapper bits. I was like, oh my god, that's so ingenious.
Yeah,
anime, you've done it again.
I mean, like we could take Peppermint Butler, but then we could make him have a girlfriend who has those like little. It looks like a blouse or something. In that case, you can make it a head with pigtails. You can make it a body, and then it has the arms, the little puffy blouse type things.
Awesome, yeah. So that's kind of like the fun part of the show. The other parts of the show that I don't really like is. There's a lot of fan service, and
there is a lot,
and like a bunch of over the top, like suggestive stuff. Like, I mean, I don't mind the fact that she has giant boobs. I don't mind the fact that she doesn't know she's extremely hot. I don't mind the fact that she's like taking a shower and doesn't see the problem with somebody else walking in with her because that's kind of her character. She's totally oblivious. What I don't like is like when they convolute a way for her to be like, hey, tie me up, and then put a blindfold on me and then shove a candy in my mouth. And like the guy obviously like knows, he's like, oh, this is kind of kinky. And I was like, yeah, this is kinky. I don't know why I'm watching this. And then like he brings out a giant candy, like a giant phallic sized candy that's pink, and just shoves it in her mouth. It's just like, yeah, I'm kind of done. Like this.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like I watched 6 of these, and you're like, why'd I watch them? He's like, because I fell asleep for 2 and kept watching. I was like, well, I guess I might as well keep playing it.
Yeah.
But there are some really like positive notes. Like it looks amazing.
It does look really good. I love the character design in it. The main character is the most boring looking, which I think is a shame.
Yeah, but all the ones are super fun. Like his dad is super fun. He's like this really big buff dude that kind of wears like an old school kind of outfit, has a scar, but he's like, super like childish at heart.
Yeah, because he owns a fucking candy store, so he better be.
He does like a live stream of him like, hey, this is yo snack review, yo. And he's super bad at it. And the son, that's like that episode, like he comes up and the son like shows he's super passionate about Dagashi and knows a lot about it, but he refuses to be like have it be a part of his life.
So fucked up.
Yeah. Then like he has 2 friends that like they work at a coffee shop. One's a girl who's kind of flat chested and a boy who's kind of a pervert, and they both have like the snaggle
kind of thing. Well,
which the
boy has like a shark mouth.
Yeah, which I didn't. Well, yeah, so I didn't really mind. I was like, oh, at least together it makes sense. It kind of runs in the family.
Yeah,
and the girl kind of has a thing for the Dagashi kid, and
see, I like that shit. Like, ship that. That was fine.
That was sweet.
I was totally down with that.
Like,
and this other chick's fucking everything up, like, because she's just oblivious, and then the kid's being weird and horny. Meanwhile, the friend is just like a complete pervert. Yeah, and that's like the only reason he wants to hang out with his friends, so that you can see this chick be like super horny, like cute boy.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so. Great parts of the show. As a whole, I don't like the show. Like I wouldn't care to watch how this ends. I mean, I'd like to hope that the coffee girl ends up with a Dagashi kid, and they decide to have a Dagashi shop. Because this chick, the coffee chick, is like super good at any game. Like she's super lucky. Yeah. She's super talented. She was perfect to work at a Dagashi shop or whatever.
There was that episode where they were playing essentially Pogs.
Yeah.
But it was
with cards.
Japan's version, with cards. And I thought that was fun that they had different techniques. Like a lot of little things were really fun about it, but then it didn't have enough for me to keep going. Just kind of a bummer.
Yeah, and at the end of every episode, they kind of do this thing where like they do the how it's made unwrapped kind of thing. Yeah. Where the 2 chibi characters talk about the actual candies or the snacks that were introduced in the show. It has its merits, and I'm sure people like it, and I'm sure people stoked for second season. Yeah. I don't think I'd care enough to watch second season.
I don't care. I'm going to, of course, check it out when it comes back.
You said it might be a girl protagonist this time?
Well, at least that's what it was in the picture. It was the main character girl that we had already seen, that we know and love, with the crazy eyes and the big boobs and all that shit going on. And some, like, bitchy-looking cool girl. Cool. She looks fucking cool. I'm down with it.
Yeah, so maybe it's like a different Dagashi shop that needs help. Maybe she's like a Dagashi shop whisperer or something like that.
Dagashi queen.
Yeah. I mean, it's all right. I'm not going to recommend this to anybody, though.
No, I wouldn't either. But I'm glad that I watched it because it showed me that there are shows that are really interesting, and they have a lot going on that I enjoy, but I could still not like it.
Yeah. Now this show had like it had all the ability to be something like fucking amazing, and it's just not for me.
Yeah,
at the
just a little bit lackluster.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? It's just something I'm just not going to watch and not worry about watching it. Like, I'm not going to stress out. I'll be like, oh, there's only 4 episodes or 5 episodes left. I could totally finish this. I don't care.
The thing that bummed me out more than anything was, at first when I was watching it, the intro was boring. The outro was like literally nothing happened. It was somebody sitting there watching TV essentially, but it wasn't like a fun view or anything. It was like It looks bad. I don't know. I hated it. And that was the outro for 2 of them. And then it finally changed to what the actual outro is supposed to be. It's Alice in Wonderland stuff going on. It was a lot better. I liked that more. Yeah, it was all right.
But I didn't like the intro, in my opinion. I was okay. It was like, whatever. Cool. So that's what you gave me.
Hell yeah.
Trip, what did you get for homework?
So, you had given me Paranoia Agent, made by Madhouse, who makes literally everything there is. Death Note, One Punch Man, No Game, No Life, all that shit, and like 200,000 other things that we enjoy. So, Paranoia Agent is made by the guy that we had talked about a couple weeks ago, whose name I'm definitely not going to forget right now.
I'll look it up while you keep talking.
Thank you. So, he's made Tokyo Godfathers, Paprika, Perfect Blue, Millennium Actress, that's the one. And everything that he's made we've actually really enjoyed. So
it's Satoshi Kon.
Yeah. So Satoshi Kon is the guy who decided to make this show, and he worked on like a few episodes, right?
Yeah, like 3. I mean, he's credited as a director,
which he completely is. And the intro and outro sound very similar to Paprika does. In that the same musician has been used by Satoshi Kon for like everything.
It's kind of like a lullaby-esque thing at the very end, the big that's the ending one, which I really like.
Yeah,
and the intro,
I love the ending one.
The intro one kind of scares me. How
it's a little bit disturbing. Yeah, but it grew on me.
Yeah, no, but it makes sense what it is. It's like it's just everybody smiling and just like, oh my god.
Yeah, it irks you.
Yeah,
it gets you. Anyways, Paranoia Agent is a show that kind of follows a few different characters, and it tells their stories. But we're all trying to figure out who this one kid is, who's going around with his golden inline skates. He has a gold bat and a hat, and he's just smashing people.
Yeah.
And his name's Little Slugger.
Yeah. Well, the medium has named him Little Slugger.
Yeah.
He's like assaulting people.
So there's one girl, and is she an anime artist or a manga artist?
She's a character designer. She makes like in Tama or whatever.
Yeah.
Like her job is to make the next big thing. And currently she made this little pink plushie that's the shit.
Yeah.
And her job is to make the next one. And, yeah.
Gotcha, yeah. So she's been working on that, and then one day she gets assaulted by a Little Slugger, and she's able to actually see it before she gets attacked. She still, of course, goes and gets taken care of and gets mental help and whatnot. But she's really shaken up from the whole thing. And then the next episode, we get to see this boy who's essentially Little Slugger, just without a baseball bat.
Yeah, he's just this kid that just happens to have inline skates and play on a softball team, and they're just well, that's obviously him. Yeah, because the media has gone out and said, you know what, we think Little Slugger's like a junior high student,
like sixth grade.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So they put a strong emphasis on that, and everyone thought that he might be Little Slugger, so we started freaking out. Meanwhile, he's the best, most popular kid. His name's Ichi. He's like, I'm number one. I'm the fucking best. And he's running for student council president or whatever. And he's going up against somebody else. So he thinks that he's been slandered by the other running candidate. Yeah, thank you. And he decides to lash out and is like, hey, fuck you. You screwed me over on this. And then it turns out he didn't, and the other kid's the nicest kid that's ever lived.
Yeah, he's this fat country bumpkin.
God, I liked that kid. I was like, that kid is my best friend.
He's a nice guy. He just wants to be friends with everybody. He's
super cool.
He gets cornered and harassed by Ichi, and then
and then there's a mass text sent out to the whole classroom. The teacher's like, what the hell, you guys? I told you, put your phones away. Don't do this. And they all get the text of Ichi bullying the other kid. Yeah. And then the fat kid stands up. He's like, this isn't okay. Somebody's bullying Ichi right now. And I was like, dude, this guy's the fucking man.
And then Ichi's just this piece of shit. He just instantly in his mind is he did this. This was him,
Yeah.
And he makes him he's some evil mastermind when he's just a really nice kid.
He's just a kid. He's just fucking nice. I thought that was the nicest possible thing anybody could do.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah. So anyways, then they're walking, and I don't remember why they were together exactly. He's helping him out or something that.
It was more he was fantasizing of running into him and having Little Slugger hit him and then him stop Little Slugger, and it just kind of comes true where the fat kid's walking down the street. He's like, I guess I'll walk with you. It was more like a kind of like a weird premonition kind of thing that happens. Yeah.
It was very funky. Which a lot of this show winds up being really weird. So the first one, the girl's having these psychological problems after being assaulted, or assailed, or whatever you want to say it was. And then the second one, the boy's like making up all these different things, and he's kind of paranoid that people are out to get him suddenly because all this bad stuff started happening, and he kind of got like pushed through the media and news, and he had to say he wasn't a little slugger and like make sure everything was all squared away. And then the next episode was, I think, my favorite one.
Was it the chick with split personalities?
It was chick with split personalities.
I think that's the fourth episode, because the second episode I feel is like the...
Well, the second was the kid.
No,
the third one.
The second one was the reporter, remember, that follows her around and he gets bashed upside the head?
I thought it was...
Pretty sure it's the second one. Well, we can find. I'll fight you about this. I'll look it up. Keep going.
Let's look it up. But the girl with the split personalities. So we get to see her, doing all these different things where she's trying to manage her life and she's being happy, and you don't realize it's split personalities, but it keeps jumping between these different stories until the very end, where there's just one woman in the street who's being yanked around by all these different women. But then it shows you another shot, and it's just one woman just there who's freaking out. So it was really interesting. You had, a really fucked up dark storyline of her being like a stripper horror lady. And then you have another one where she's like an important business lady. Just all these different personalities within her. And it was really interesting to watch that and see it kind of culminate into her having split personalities.
Yeah.
I liked that story a lot.
Yeah, no. The thing about Paranoia Agent, it's like, it kind of revolves around, at first the main character, but then we see it's just kind of about everybody. And and it's not even about like, oh, let's find out who Little Slugger is right off the bat. It's just kind of like anybody who's going through some like emotional, mental distress. But no, you're right. The second one is about Ichi. In the very end of the first one is when the second guy that gets assaulted is the reporter guy. Yeah, okay. So how far did you get? Because
I watched 4 episodes. Okay, cool. That's all I was able to watch. I don't exactly remember the 4th episode that well, but it was
Oh, that's one about the police officer who gets like stuck with the mob, like
that's right.
He starts like robbing people's purses and having to assaulting people to pay off his debts. Yeah, that one was really interesting too. Yeah, they deal with different really difficult situations and just show the mental wear on people, which is so fucking cool. So I watched, and it looks great. Yeah, so I watched more of this. I haven't finished it yet. I think I need 3 more episodes. But later on, they'll catch Little Slugger. And it turns out Little Slugger's this kid who has this delusion where he thinks he's playing a video game, and he's like some holy hero playing, leveling up, blah blah blah, all this stuff. And later we find out that this Little Slugger might not even be the real Little Slugger. He might just be a copycat, because he's only admitting to 2 of the assaults. So there's, words out there that like, maybe he's just copying somebody else, or he wanted to be a part of it. It's just a delusion. That's crazy. And then what ends up happening is, one of the agents is like it's gotta be, he's noticing that more people keep getting assaulted while this guy's under arrest. And then at one point, the kid that's under arrest actually dies. Like, he gets killed while he's in custody or whatever. And they swear to God they chase down another kid who's the Little Slugger or whatever. But what ends up happening with this paranoia thing is that we start noticing that the Little Slugger is just kind of an excuse for anything that bad happens, and it only comes to people when they're under great mental or physical distress, and they just kind of get assaulted. So it's kind of delving into this idea of Little Slugger isn't a person; it's just kind of this force out there that is getting to people some way. You've noticed there's an old guy every now and then that's he was in a mental institution. Yeah. He's like, I'm drawing a bird at one point, and there's another point. I don't know what he was doing. He's just always around. Yeah, so he'll write numbers and stuff that coincide with what's happening with who's getting hurt. One of the agents, I think we kind of later learned that he's also kind of twigged, where he's trying to find out who's the next assailant, and we keep getting the shot of there being this room and someone's in there talking on a microphone and working with all these weird static signals and whatever. Yeah. And then in the last episode and the last bit of this episode, we see the agent walk into a separate room and it turns out to be him, and he's just like, he's talking on the microphone like, God, you know, it's like, so he also might be insane. Like, everybody's fucking nuts in the show. The last episode I saw was an episode where it was just these, we kind of seen them earlier. It's these like three housewives that kind of stand outside and like, did you hear about, you know, so-and-so? Yeah. The entire episode is them, and the episode goes like, well, did you hear that, you know, this happened? He's like, and then they go, is it about Little Slugger? And he goes like, you promised you're not gonna tell? Like, oh, of course we won't tell. And then like, it's just a clip of something horrible happening, and then Little Slugger showing up. So it's kind of just being used for everything. That's really interesting. And yeah, I think I also saw an episode, that actually might have been the last episode. The last episode might be about like these three people who are in some sort of suicide pact. And I'm down with that. It's like an older man, a big old dude who's gay, and then like a little girl, and like they're just kind of all following each other, and we kind of see them go through the day and trying to kill themselves, and they just can't do it. They're just horrible at it. And then they want Little Slugger, like, oh, wouldn't it be so nice if Little Slugger just showed up and killed us? And Little Slugger shows up, and he's just like, oh my god, thank you, so like, and he's scared, and he just like runs away because like they're like, please kill us, and it's like the weirdest thing. This show is fucking so weird. It's very bizarre. It's definitely not for everybody. No, absolutely not. Man, it is fantastic. Yeah. And I would recommend it to a lot of people. Absolutely. I think it's really well written. Everything has its place. Yeah. You got to kind of pay attention. But yeah, it's not for everybody. It's not like straightforward. It's not something, it doesn't show you everything right off the bat. There's some really dark shit in it. Like, you know, there's like the chick that has split personalities or whatever. We see the cop dude who, you know, he's like doing some corrupt stuff. Yeah. Later on, we also see the cop dude's daughter who ran away because her father was like taking pictures of her and selling them online. That's really fucking dark. And she gets hit by a Little Slugger, suffers from amnesia, and then the dad has like a mental breakdown. And it's not. They're not in good situations. Like, this isn't a happy-go-lucky show. No. Even though the intro might lead you to believe, oh, look how happy. No, none of them are happy. It doesn't. The intro does not. No, it makes me feel so joyous now. Oh my god. It's a great show though. And I think I'd also like recommend it to a lot of people. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's so well done. Music's great. Voice acting is great. The animation's great. The plot's great. Everything about it is great. Yeah. I just really enjoy it. The thing that fucking sucks, and it really fucking sucks. Oh yeah, okay. You can't find it anywhere. Yeah. It does not exist. So you have to find it just through whatever means you can. Some shitty means, yeah. You can't find it on a regular ass place. Yeah, you have to find shitty quality. Like, it's just, I don't know. I wonder who has the rights to it. Like, I wonder who has like the streaming rights. That's a good question. Because I mean, the show's fucking amazing. It has to be somewhere. But for all the pipelines we usually go through, it's not there. I found it on Kiss Anime, and you hate it because like you have a huge the beginning of us hanging out was you like talking mad shit about him. Like, I hate it. And I'm just like, I don't get what it is. It might be the browser you're using. Could be. So you might try a different browser, but I understand. So you watch it on YouTube, which sucks because you can only do so much or whatever. I mean, it's all good though. I found a really good way. I think that was the best method for me to watch it because I was able to queue it all up. Yeah. To watch the next episode. You know, I was chilling in my room. It worked out good. Yeah. As much as I know it frustrates you to watch it the way you have to, I think you should finish it. I'm probably going to. I really like it. It's one of the shows I've seen in a long time where it's just like, I really want to know what happens next, and I really want to know how it gets resolved. And the only way to do that is to watch it all. So yeah, great show. Shout outs to Khan. You know, he knows how to make shit good. Yeah. Oh, we forgot to mention we watched some Ghost Whispered. Okay, so we watched Ghost Stories. Ghost Stories, that's it, which is great. It was fucking, we just watched one episode of it. It's really funny. Yeah. It's pretty fucked up. I like it. I mean, it starts out and doesn't feel like, you know, it's going to make many jokes, but then they hit you with the first joke, and I loved it, where the dad's dropping off the kids to school, and they're like, all right, remember, kids, say no to everything. And he just like goes off. I was like, okay, well. Yeah. All right. Great show. Don't want to take anything away from fucking Paranoia Agent, but that's a more fun show. I think people should watch that one and be like, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I would definitely check out a couple episodes of that. So cool. That's the episode, right? I don't have anything else really going on. I'm done. I don't know if you're done talking. I'm done, Onion Rings. Cool, man. I'm done. Hey, if you like our logo, hit up Erin from TurbyTops.com. Yeah. She does a great job. Such killer shit. Super easy person to work with. Super sweet. If you like our intro song, hit up Tom Nasser on SoundCloud, on Facebook, on Tinder, on Grindr. Grinder, all of it. He's there. NASR, NASR. Trip, where can we find us?
You can find us on Facebook. Look up the Instant Ramen Podcast. Same goes for Instagram. Look up the Instant Ramen Podcast. You can send us a tweet at Instant Ramen Pod.
Podcast Infant.
And shoot us an email, instantramenpodcast@gmail.com. We also got our YouTube page, Instant Ramen Podcast, and I stream on Twitch. Just Crispather at like twitch.com/Crispather or whatever the Twitch.tv. I don't know what it is. I'm fucking new at this shit, but there's the link in the description. I've been playing a lot of games on there. Cool. It's been all right. Kyle and I played Death Road to Canada, in which case we had made characters a long time ago of just myself, Kyle, and Leandra. And in our playthrough, I died first. Kyle wound up turning into a demon person. He wound up dying. Leandra, we found her later on, and we're like, oh, sick, it's Leandra. And she lived through the whole thing. She made it to Canada, didn't die. She got a dog, Jerome. I wound up playing as this Valkyrie chick who just used Thor's hammer the whole time. And Kyle played as a man who was really good at fixing cars.
It sounds like
it was fun.
It sounds like you're talking about like utter madness. Like it was
insanity. It was so much fun. It was great. Anyways, check me out on Twitch for more Instant Ramen stupid boy bullshit.
Check me out on Twitch too. I don't have one.
You don't have one, but it's okay.
But it's okay. Trip buying me an Xbox for my birthday because I challenged him.
Hell yeah. You're going to get an Xbox.
A box with the X on it.
Yes,
Anyways,
you are.
That's the show. We don't know what we're doing next week. We haven't talked about it unless you got something right off the top of your head right now.
Don't have anything ever.
Cool. We'll talk about it later. But just stay tuned, I guess. This is Black from Juan.
See you around from Chris.
Hey, Trip, don't forget.
Just add hot water.